Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so for this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on ice. So I got the new Reaper all cleaned up, and I think it's ready for duty. It's a little slow, but that's going to be okay. We need to add some uranium. So here's the Mark II. Um, yeah, Mark II, pretty reliable ship. So here we're going to go with the Mark 2.5. So I'm going to have to thank Matthew for commenting in the last video about a process that he found on another YouTuber's Volander about using the LCD panels. So there they are. That's a great idea, man. I appreciate that a lot. That's a really cool concept. And so there you go. It's a little bit big. I did this on purpose so I can see it quite clearly. So I got cargo space on the left side, and I'll refine these a little bit more as I use them. Since I can hardly ever see out the front of the ship, I figured this is just as good a spot as any. You can still kind of see out the front, but we normally don't fly in this anyway, so if we go to the back, that's what that one's for. I guess we can kind of see the ones up front too, but yeah, we're going to tailor these screens a little bit more as time goes by. So actually go back in here, go here, rear panel. Let's add power to. Okay, so now we have reactor output. We're using 0.5%. Okay. That's pretty cool. I think we can put fuel. I think that's what we want to have. So, granted, it's shown in the bottom right corner of the screen, but like I said, we're just going to refine these and play around with them a little bit here and there. I want to get used to using these screens because fuel. Reactor output. Uranium. So yeah, I'll look at the list and find out what other cool toys we can add to that. There's a long list of things you can add to these screens. So we're gonna go ahead and let's okay. GPS, ice, show on HUD, and oh, you know, we forgot to name the ship. SNC antenna, Reaper. Yeah, that'll work. So we're gonna come over to info tab. Oh, because we gotta copy data. And we're gonna go with max radius. Show my faction, that is correct, just in case Spike 24 or anybody else I know logs in. We need to have them have access to it. So let's go to info. Small ship is no more. Instead, it should be known as such. Really? Come on, man. There it is. Okay. So inventory, we need to get some uranium into the rest of the reactors. So it's here. Still getting used to the ship a little bit. It's a little on the sluggish side. But that's fine. It'll be a little bit better once we get more power on the board. So take care of that now. Alright, so So hopefully this will be enough to feed this guy for a while. So those are all connected to those. These are all connected through here. So in theory, I'm going to come in here. We're just going to drop this in here. And there they go. Alright, so they're going to automatically just trickle feed themselves. Yep, all reactors look like they're on. Outstanding. So the paint job was kind of patched together, so I'm just kind of threw it all on there. So, like I miss a block there and miss a stripe there and that kind of thing. So, no hate in the comments below, guys. I just kind of threw it together. I honestly think I'm going to just bulk this thing green, just big swath of green paint, and then add the Kestrel colors afterwards, kind of like reversed of how we did the Mark II. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead out here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut, and we'll see you on the other side when we get to the rock. Okay, so we're here, and there was something I wanted to show you guys, and I totally had forgotten, so we're going to just do it right here while we're out here in the middle of nowheres. And so when I was painting this ship, I realized something. So you notice how all the drills are painted, but one. So what happens is I noticed that there's some type of weird little glitch happens when you paint a drill. So watch the drill in the middle. It's going to hopefully work because it did it 5 times. So hopefully it does it with this one. So let's see. Boink. You see how the drill just totally rotates and shifts, and I thought it was pretty comical because I was painting across them. I was like clip, clip, click, and then when I got to this third one, I had realized what was happening. It's just replacing the gray one with the green one, model swapping, but still, I thought it was comical to watch it jump like that. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and dive right into this rock here. Let's get a side shot here. Alright, so let's see here. I'm actually watching the medium cargo, or the storage. Let's see what we're looking like. Oh, we're at 0.1%. Oh, that is insane. That's going to be so nice. We are not going to have to worry about cargo space. Alright, so I'm going to adjust my audio here. Turned it up in the last episode because the new settings has allowed me to be a little bit clearer talking to you guys. So that's better. But also had not done any mining in a while, so I kind of forgotten how loud these guys tend to get. So we haven't even hit 1% in storage yet. Let's see, let's come over here. Over to the edge. Alright, so you guys have seen me mine before, So I'm not sure how much of this you guys want to watch. I think we'll hit 1%. We'll hit 1% on our cargo, and we'll call it a day there for the recording session of the ice harvesting. Oh wow, look at that, 0.7. We're moving up. I don't know why, but it just seems like this stuff's really hard to harvest. The drills just don't like... Oh, that's why we put heavy armor on. The drills don't like chewing this stuff up. That's for sure. Alright, so let's go take a look real quick. If we put... Go here... And if I think we put a comma... Or... And then put this... And this? Is that it? No, that's not it. Is that a dash? Maybe just go look it up. What if we just put or? Nope. Ice. Okay. So next episode I will have a better idea of what we're going to be able to apply to those. It's been a while since we did the chandelier. So once we get that information updated, then that'll look pretty cool as well, because we'll be able to see how much of what we have. So the whole point of this system is like we can see now we have 1.1% of our storage is ice. We know it's ice because it's pretty much all we've touched. So if we come in here, which the whole point of those displays is to eliminate the need of coming in here. Medium cargo containers are filling up with ice, and that's it. So we'd be able to look at that in theory, and we'd want to see when we start picking up stone or iron or something else. So like our bottom drills right now could be scraping stone, and we couldn't see that, and we had these displays set up properly, then we'd be able to say like, okay, cool, we're scraping stone now, we need to back up, reset, and sure enough, yeah, we are scraping stone. So alright, so we broke 1%. Let's see how many... Let's go back into our inventory, because that's the other thing too, is I'd like to see how many actual... I guess we can see that on there. It's 8.6 thousand. So we brought, I believe, 7,000 with us when we originally came over here to the stations. So we've already collected as much as we've wasted screwing around with oxygen tanks that don't work. So Kestrel has oxygen on board still. Well, no. Let me retract that statement. She has oxygen on board before we turn the oxygen off. I am unsure what's going to happen when I turn the oxygen back on. Is the game going to remember how much oxygen was in those systems before we turned it off or not? So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually park this guy here. Kind of funny, right? And because we got a waypoint, I know how to get back here. And we're going to fly back towards the station. And you can see all the little particles of ice just shimmering. And we're going to survey what we have going on back here at the station. So next thing up we're probably going to want to work on is actually I'm not sure, that's why we're headed back. So when we get back to the station, I will bring you back, and we'll see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we're back at the station. Basically, why I did that is because I don't want to sit there and mine for hours and on end with you guys on board. Well, that's not a good way to retain viewers. So, and I like having you guys along for the ride. So, making it enjoyable for you guys is kind of part of all of this. So, go ahead and kill this. Bam. And so let's see. There's a lot to the station we don't need. The initial intent was to cut the station down to its basics, that only the parts we need, and grind up the rest. But for the sake of getting the Kestrel worked on, that went to the wayside. So now we are at a point where we want to get the Kestrel finished, and the station is secondary because, well, the Kestrel is important to us. So we're going to go ahead and look over the Kestrel and see where we're sitting at. I think we're going to go ahead and move our gyros underneath the floor, and free up that front cargo, or, well, it's not really cargo area, is it? I'll go ahead and leave the doors open. We don't have oxygen on right now. Just being mindful of that. Move all of these down below deck. A lot of ums because I'm kind of scratching for where we need to go. There's another one. So let's go ahead and carve in. And a horrible placement for a dissection there. Let's see, what are we looking for? We're looking for a world save. Oh, there it is. We found the world save. Okay, so we're going to come down here, grab this. Right color, place that back. Alright, so I'll just cut down through here. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. We modified that. There we go. Down on the hole, please. Thank you. Alright, so we want to keep this area for more oxygen if we need be. We're not quite sure how that's all going to turn out. So perhaps right here, we can just line them up right along this area. So if we do need to tie something else in right here, we can. Specifically, we don't know what's coming to the game later. So I like to have points of connections available for future stuff. Let's see, gyro. And I like seeing the displays, so we're going to put it just like that. And of course it's going to reset it. Yep. And again. Okay. So do them like that. Let's see. I think we're going to end up being short compared to what we already have in place. We might do some someplace else. We'll find another little cubby hole that we have, and we'll do something else somewhere else. So let's see here. So 2 more? Yeah. One and 2. That'll work. Yeah, I could put 1 more right here facing out. Like that, and like this. There we go. That's not too bad. Let's see how many we have here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14. Alright, so go ahead and climb in the chair. I think the chair will tell us. Uh, 18 landing gears. We have 27 gyroscopes? No way. There's got to be still underneath the deck somewhere. There's no way there's 27 gyros up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are a ton of gyroscopes underneath the ship somewhere. I thought I had carved almost all those out. So that's pretty educational right there. And down on the hole. Yeah, okay. So I'll probably, now that I'm thinking about it, probably want to replace those with the encased gyros. Let's see here. 1,200 steel plates to 900 steel plates. That's a lot more steel plates. Granted, we have them, but that's still just a lot of steel plates. So we're just going to go ahead and stick with the regular one. Alright, so this is where we're going to wrap up today. It's a lot of stuff for me to take care of offline, because, I mean, you guys don't want to see me transfer those from there to here. So we're going to lose one. So we'll figure out a place to put a few more. Maybe we can figure out where the other ones are, because I've lost track of where we've taken them out from. So yeah, there's a lot of them in here though. That's something I was not prepared for. And that world save just comes along and just says, hi, how you doing? So, alright, as the door closes upon us. Bam, there it is. That's an impressive door. It really is. I really like that layout. I like the one on the station as well, our home base station. So, yeah, we're going to end the episode here. And for a second there, I thought that was an airlock, and I was like, man, why am I not going down the airlock? But that's not. That's for ice. So, this is Havoc. Have fun, and keep gaming.